That's the music from Mad Men. We'll get to our guest in a bit about Mad Men and all of that. But he's in town because he's in a new movie that's going to premiere at the St. Louis Film Festival tonight at the Tivoli, 6 p.m. It's called The Making of You. Jay Ferguson, welcome to Big 550 KTRS here in St. Louis.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the movie. The movie was filmed here in St. Louis.
It was, yeah.
And was it written by a St. Louisan?
Yeah, native St. Louis. Matt Amato wrote it and directed it, and had us going all over the place out here, and yeah, we saw quite a bit of St. Louis.
Was this your first time in St. Louis?
It was.
How long did it spend? How long did it take?
I was here about a month.
Okay, good.
And when did you shoot it?
Last year.
Oh,
last
okay.
Summer during the awesome heat wave.
Oh, you got a taste of that.
Now,
it was great. Yeah.
Did your coworker John Hamm fill you in on where to go and what to do in St. Louis?
He gave me some tips. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Actually, I have a few friends from St. Louis, and I got some great advice. You know, about the toasted raviolis, about
Ted Drews.
Very good. White Castle. Going to a cards game. So I think we got everything covered. Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so tell us about the movie.
The movie is a love story of sorts. It's myself, Cheryl Lee, Grace Zabriskie, and it's not your conventional love story. It's a little bit out of sorts, but it's really well done. It's just a beautiful film to look at. Really captured all that the city has to offer from an aesthetic point of view. So I'm really excited about it.
How did you come to the project?
Matt had, the writer-director Matt had sent me the script about a year before we actually shot it, and I'm a big fan of Terrence Malick movies, and it reminded me of that. The commitment to the visual poetry of the city and all of the things in it. Really reminded me of one of his films, and so I pretty much signed on right away.
So you and Cheryl Lee, okay, so you own a consignment store.
Right.
Cheryl Lee is a mother of two. You guys have a lot of little steamy action going on there.
we hook up a little
Yeah,
bit.
you do a little hooky hook. Very nice.
Well, that is part of it's in the script, so yes.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was
We
a
might
tough-
have ad-libbed a little bit.
It sounds like it's tonight at the Tivoli at 6 p.m. It sounds like St. Louis is almost a character in the movie.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
A huge character. Yeah, I would say maybe just right up there with Cheryl and Grace and I. Yeah.
Now they call it a digital short, or it's a full length movie. It's an independent movie. My question is, seems like these independent movies are where the real movies are being made these days, right? I mean, Hollywood doesn't make character movies anymore. They make Transformers 7, right?
I mean, yeah, I think that's started to become, where you go if you want to do something different. You want to be edgier. You want to take more chances, and it's kind of like the difference between doing a television show on broadcast network versus cable.
Right.
All the cool stuff is kind of on cable now.
Yeah, no question. Speaking of that, you being on Mad Men, and your character is the friend of Peggy Olson.
Correct.
And you also embraced the '60s very well with the pants and the shall we say, some of the funny cigarettes along the way.
That's correct. Yes.
Yes. Has your character and Peggy Olson ever hooked up?
Let's see. He kind of like half sexually harassed her one time. And then, let's see, the last time it was like a mutual weird kiss, but they've never like fully hooked up.
Right.
It seems like Stan is teetering on that, really wanting to.
I think Stan has always wanted to, and probably has a hard time not wanting to with every woman that he meets, but especially Peggy. She's got a soft spot in his heart for sure.
When is it coming back?
I'm not sure specifically, but it's next spring.
So you guys haven't filmed anything yet?
We've finished. We're done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So I know how it ends. I know everything, baby.
And we're going to get the exclusive right now.
And here's how it goes.
Also, your character and John Hamm's character had an interesting, he sort of stepped on your toes. The first time where he really sort of hindered somebody's progress in the firm.
Right, yeah, that was at the end of last season, season 6.
Right.
Yeah, I think all of that is kind of water under the bridge at this point. But yeah, it was weird. Of all people, which works perfectly within the context of the show and how they kind of just throw stuff out there out of nowhere that you wouldn't expect. Stan seems like a pretty harmless, innocent guy, and so what better guy to pick on and kind of steal his idea?
When you read a script and you see it finalized on television, it's so different. How, as an actor, when you read a script that's just sort of there, doesn't have any pictures and music and art direction or anything like that, how, as an actor, that has to be hard to sort of figure out how it goes from just a script form to the final product, or is that part of the art, I guess, of it all?
Well, I maybe it is. I don't. I certainly don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out. But on that show specifically, you're taken care of. That when even if it might be a little bit confusing when you're shooting it, once it gets on television, you're going to be okay.
Right.
And how much of a shocker will be the outcome of the final episode? Does anyone really fall out of the window?
That was very sneaky and very well done, I have to say. I think that the show is so polarizing for the fans anyway. They either love it or they hate it. So I would like to believe they're really going to enjoy the way it all wraps up. It's really well done, and I obviously can't say too much. But
how did you get the part?
I auditioned for it, just the traditional, going in and reading, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Really, I wouldn't have even probably been in this movie if it wasn't for Mad Men.
You're in town tonight at the Tivoli, St. Louis Film Festival. The movie is called The Making of You, written by St. Louis, and all filmed and directed all here in St. Louis. We have James Wolk on later on into the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No kidding. Is he in town?
He's not. No, he's not in town. No.
Oh, he's going to be on the phone?
Yeah, he's going to be on the phone. He's
Jimmy Wolk.
He's going to Skype in with us.
He's a great guy.
What question should we ask him? Give us a little insight.
Let's see. Ask him how tight those short shorts were he had to wear on the show.
Will do. Fair enough. Speaking of that, your clothes, those pants you wear, holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, they lightened up a little bit on the last couple of seasons for me once he started to go full on hippie. But yeah, the first couple seasons they were all painted on. It was crazy.
Now, do you get to keep those and wear them out in Hollywood on a Saturday night?
I would not dare wear those anywhere.
gotta love the
I have a hard
polyester.
time walking from set to the trailer.
You had to embrace them.
Yeah.
All right, Jay Ferguson is our guest. He's an actor. He's in the movie The Making of You tonight at the Tivoli. You can buy tickets at the door. It's all part of the great St. Louis International Film Festival, and we of course enjoy your work in the future. And we can't wait for Mad Men to finish up. It is probably considered one of the best TV series in the history of television.
It is my favorite.
It's just extraordinary.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Jay, good luck, and talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
7:57. Let's get traffic and